Texas Math Mundo audience, are we in store for a treat today? In the house is the mighty Class 5A Hallsville Bobcat Mathematics team. They had strong performances last year and they're coming even stronger this year. It's my pleasure to introduce this outstanding team to you. Let me take a quick moment and ask if you enjoy this content, that you please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, that you leave a comment below, and you smash that like button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Let's spread this joy and beauty to as many as possible. Again, the mighty Hallsville Bobcat Mathematics team, right ahead. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas Math Mundo. Texas Math Mundo audience, are we in store for a treat today? In the house, we have the powerful mathematics team out of Hallsville, Class 5A, the Hallsville Bobcat Mathematics team. Last year, this team had incredible results at the state meet. They were the third place team in calculator in 5A. They were the third place team in number sense in Class 5A. And they were the mathematics fourth place team in 5A. What an incredible run last year. And they promise to be pretty strong again this year. Brennen Ashley individually had several top 10 finishes, and they're looking awfully powerful this year. After scrutinizing the virtual challenge meet number 1, they're near the top, and they're looking incredibly strong, a force to be reckoned with in Class 5A UIL. All right, now I'm going to have these gentlemen introduce themselves. When I call your name, if you would please state your name, your grade level, and one interest you have outside of UIL. Brennen.
Well, hi, my name is Brennen Ashley, and I'm a junior. And one interest I have outside of UIL is weightlifting.
What is that?
Weightlifting.
Wow. Okay, wow. What's your bench press?
205. Not great, but we're getting there.
Hey, that's awesome, man. That's strong enough, man. Hunter.
My name's Hunter Hines. I'm a sophomore, and I like to golf outside of UIL in school.
Oh, wow. Are you on the golf team?
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh, well, awesome. Evan.
Hi, my name is Evan. I am in 10th grade, and I like to play video games whenever I can.
What's your favorite one?
Probably Minecraft.
Oh, awesome.
Pretty
awesome.
good.
Awesome. And Chandler.
Hi, my name's Chandler Imran. I'm a freshman, and outside of UIL, I like to play trombone.
Oh, awesome. The trombone. Are you part of the band?
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. So who's the leader of the group? Is it Brennen?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, scores alone would might point that direction. Awesome. So some questions I'll ask towards the leader, Brennen, and other questions I'll ask towards specific targeted individuals. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
All right, all right. So, Brennen, can you describe Hallsville High School? What kind of academic environment exists there?
Well, I mean, obviously we're limited because of our proximity to other places. Like, we're a small town of like 2,000 people, and so our resources themselves are pretty limited. However, with what we have, we're very well off compared to other schools in our situation. So we'll be similar to most schools in, say, like a bigger town like Longview, but it's definitely different compared to, say, somewhere in Dallas. So,
Okay. Well, your AP program, what AP courses are you taking right now?
right now I'm taking AP Seminar, AP English Language, AP Physics 2, AP Calculus BC, and AP US History.
Okay. So you have a decent selection of AP classes to take there.
Yes, sir. We have quite a few.
Well, here's my real question. Did they celebrate your accomplishments last year?
Yeah, I'd say so. We haven't really had many strong showings at academic state since I'd say like 2016, whenever we had, state winning teams with like say Hewlin Sherrard and Colin Lappick. And it's kind of been a resurgence of those days from what I've done and what these guys have done.
Okay, okay. So I got one more question for you. Y'all been turning it up this year. What are your thoughts about your performance so far this year at the tournaments you've attended?
Well, I mean, it's been a different start because we've kind of gotten a whole new team around us. So last year we had Luke Jenkins and Caleb Strange, and they both graduated, and they were huge parts of our team. So now we're kind of having to replace those roles that they had, which were very big roles. We're having to replace them with new guys. And so, I mean, obviously these people we have with us today, they've stepped in to fill those roles amazingly. But there's also a bunch of people that aren't on this interview that deserve a lot of credit. And so I'd say, well, obviously our coach, Mr. Clay, who's been kind of the man behind everything. And then we also have Morgan, Yemo, Garrett, Zach, and many others that deserve credit just as much as we all do.
Oh, that's great, because there's a lot of people who play a role in having a successful mathematics team. Lots of people. Awesome, awesome. All right, Hunter, what is your practice study regimen like?
Well, usually I make sure to get at least 3 number sense tests a day after school. Usually take a calc test once a day, and then try and take a math somewhere in there.
Oh, wow, wow. And so have you noticed yourself growing in strength this year?
Definitely way better than last year. I've had some up and downs, but I can see constant improvement for every test I take.
Okay. Wait, what's the team's work ethic like?
We have a pretty strong work ethic. We strive to be one of the best teams in the state, and I think our work ethic shows that.
All right. Awesome, awesome. Evan, who are your main rivals in district, region, and state?
Well, for district, it's probably I'm probably have to say Mount Pleasant and maybe Longview as well. They're pretty good. In region, we have quite a few teams, including like Frisco Heritage, Highland Park now. Lebanon Trail as well. Those teams are pretty good. And then at state, I mean, Grapevine, Flower Bluff, Argyle, teams like that, pretty good.
It's going to be a bloodbath in Region 2, Class 5A this year, man. It's going to be a bloodbath. So, hey, but have you been enjoying going to the tournaments this year?
Oh, yeah. They're always plenty of fun. Just, yeah.
And they're bonding experiences. Like when you take a road trip and you eat lunch together, to eat breakfast, they're bonding experiences. It just makes the team that much tighter. Awesome. All right, Chandler, what do you predict for region or state or district? What are your predictions of what this team can accomplish this year?
Honestly, for a district, I could see all three of the math teams probably winning. Only competition, as Evan said, would probably be Mount Pleasant. Region, the calculator and math team has a really good chance. Number sense team may have a little bit of trouble against Highland Park, though.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. How about for yourself?
Honestly, right now, my only goal for myself and expectations is to get the number sense team to state and help that team get to state.
Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, Brennan, I'm going to ask about a couple of rivals in particular because I look at the results from last year and these guys were great. How about, I'm going to mention Piyush Malik of Grapevine.
Oh boy, Piyush. Man, he is just a stud. That's the only way I can describe him. He's super competitive, super driven, and obviously he's probably my biggest rival, especially since he's in 5A and he's also in my grade. So I have to compete against him every year at Team SCA State. So I'd say he's probably one of the best in the entire state in terms of overall, like all three events. So he's very, very
Oh,
good.
he's going to be a really worthy rival. He's a worthy rival for sure. He's really good. Hey, the Corpus Christi Flower Bluff team, Nathaniel Puamala and group, they are also a force to reckon with in 5A.
Absolutely, yeah. They keep on just rebuilding every year. You know, last year they lost Kyle and Samuel, and they're still one of the best teams in the state. And it goes to show just how deep they are and how much their program's able to find talent and develop it.
A good point because they have that great middle school, junior high program. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It just
sir.
keeps on
Backed
feeding
by
into them.
Anthony Gillespie.
Oh, yes. Hey, thank you for mentioning that name. You know, it cannot be overstated just how powerful an individual like an Anthony Gillespie can be in creating great academic talent in that middle school level to feed into the high school. Absolutely. And Highland Park, man, going to 5A, oh my God, as if it wasn't tough enough already.
Yeah, we were kind of expecting to see more competition, especially from last year whenever we found out that they were moving back down. And that was kind of a shocker for us because we didn't really expect it. So now we're kind of having to adapt to, you know, not only Frisco heritage in our region, which is always going to be good with Agnes Sarkar, but also you have Andrew Lee and Spencer Liu and all those kids out at Highland Park that are obviously very talented as well. So
Oh,
it's just going to be very tough at region.
oh my God. That's going to be so interesting to watch. It's going to be so interesting to watch. All right, gentlemen. You all are the kind of guys I like to put in the spotlight because you all deserve the spotlight. What I want you to do for me, when I call your name, I'd like you to tell me how did you enter competitive mathematics? And while you're doing that, do a shout out to any person that may have inspired you along the way, coaches, parents, teachers, peers, or even rivals. Okay? Brennan, let's start with you.
Well, my start to UIL is a bit different because at first I really didn't want to do it. It was kind of my mom that kind of pushed me into it. And then I figured out later on that I really enjoyed it. And so I definitely credit my early years in UIL to my mom and Mr. Childs, who was our junior high coach. And then going into high school, I was really helped by Mr. Clay and Luke Jenkins. Those two were kind of integral to creating my skill set that I have now.
Awesome, awesome. Great shout out, great shout out. And that's amazing that you were hesitant at first. Wow. Hunter Hines, how did you get into competitive mathematics and do some shout outs?
Well, you know, fifth grade, I was forced and trying into it. I didn't even make the team in fifth grade. Then I was convinced to keep on doing it by my dad. And then seventh grade, my junior high coach, Mr. Gerald, he kind of made me fall in love with math and all that. Then in high school, got shout out Mr. Clay. He's helped me along the ride. And Brennen, he took me under his wing. And he's kind of been my mentor along the process.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Evan Doonan.
I mean, I didn't really think I would ever do something like this until seventh grade. My math teacher, who was also the junior high coach at the time, Mr. Gerald, he pretty much voluntold me to be on the team. And I started in eighth grade and I made it to state. And since then, it's just been a wonderful ride.
Sometimes it's good to be voluntold.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. And you, Chandler.
So I started to taking number sense in fourth grade, and at my first ever meet, I got last place.
Oh,
So I really wanted to quit, but my mom pushed me to keep going. In fifth place or fifth grade, I got first place. So I decided to do it in junior high, and Mr. Gerald really motivated me. But then at seventh grade state, my calculator battery was missing, and I didn't realize, so I got in the test. So after that, I really wanted to quit, but I decided to keep going, and now here I am.
oh, wow. All right. Hey, last place in fourth grade. Really?
Yeah, I got a negative 22.
Oh my God! I hope you have that paper, man. If you could have saved that paper and laminated, that'd be awesome. That's fun because then when you go to state, if you go to state, hopefully you go to state. It's a great reminder of the humble beginnings. That's awesome. Awesome stuff, man. Hey, Brennan, what are the team goals this year?
Well, we want to make it to state in all three, and that's going to be hard with our region, but I expect great things out of us as a core. Well, we're a young team, obviously. So next year is probably going to be our best bet to win something. But I want to definitely make it to state in all three, which would be really great. But considering our region, I wouldn't mind making one or two events, especially calculator, because I feel like we have a good shot to win at calculator, even with our losses of Luke and some other guys.
I would guess that the wild card is going to come from Region Two, but it's really such an incredible. It's going to be a bloodbath, man. It's going to be a blood. And I'm going to go around asking everybody for their personal goals. And I will say this: it's not always about hoisting that team state championship plaque. It's really about your personal journey sometimes, and a victory can be defined in so many ways. In so many ways. All right, Brendan, what's your personal goal?
I want to win state this year. I want to win at least two events. And going into last year's state, that's kind of the same goal I had. And then I massively underperformed all across the board, and I still don't really know why. It was kind of like a wake-up call for me. So now I'm trying to work more than ever to get back there and have a better day, hopefully. So that's my goal.
Man, if that's an underperformance, oh my God, you got top 10 in almost all three events. Wow, that's a high bar to reach. That's a high bar to reach. Hunter, personal goals.
Well, my goals are to eventually be able to consistently break 250 in number sense, and hopefully this year when we go to state, get top 10 in number sense as an individual, and hopefully get top 3 as a team.
Number sense is so hard. It's deceptively hard. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, that's a lofty goal there. Evan, personal goal.
Well, I think probably getting top 10 at state would be pretty awesome. And then also, like, I've been trying to get a 300 on one of the calculator tests that we take.
Wow.
So,
Wow. And Chandler, personal goal.
So my goals are kind of like Hunter's, but not as extravagant. I want to I want to consistently break 200 in number sense, and then the rest of the goals are probably the same as Hunter's.
Man, you know what's scary about this group? Y'all are young. Y'all are going to be back next year. This is very scary. I'm in 5A, but we're Region 3, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But y'all are really good. I mean, it's scary. It's scary what could happen with this team if everything works out. It's very scary. All right. So, I love mathematics teams. You're like one of the top teams. So awesome. I want to ask each of you, what do you enjoy about being part of a mathematics team? Brennan, why do you enjoy being part of the mathematics team?
Well, I mean, I gotta say, it's like our kind of brotherhood that we have going on. We're all like a tightly knit group because, I mean, we've been on so many trips together, and it's kind of like we're our own little family with Mr. Clay as like our dad or something. But, he's always there to like keep us in control, but we definitely like to do things on our own. And we have so many just memories as a group that is kind of amazing how we've been able to do all this as just a bunch of kids that like to do math. So it's pretty great.
Awesome. Hunter, why do you like being part of a mathematics team?
I like being part of the mathematics team because there's always this like strive for excellence in yourself. You always like try to push yourself better after every test. And also with Brennen, just the bonding with other people. Like most of these people I've never really talked to or met before until I got into UIL, and now I consider them as my closest friends. So it's just a great time to be with them. It makes me love the math team.
Absolutely. Evan.
Well, it helps me relate to people more easily. Like I never usually you just find a group of friends somewhere, but this is a more easier way to connect with people.
Absolutely. It's a great way to bond, especially over mathematics. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Chandler.
Well, my answers are like kind of like the same as them, like striving to get better and like practicing like every day, and then also bonding with everybody. It's really the same answer as everybody else.
Awesome. All right. My next question is usually reserved to the highest math score. I assume that's Brennen. So, Brennen, what advice can you give any student that comes across this interview?
Enjoy the process. There's always something about wanting to work hard and keep working hard, but really there's no way around that unless you genuinely have a passion for math. And that's something I'm lucky to have myself, is that it's something that I enjoy. It's something that I want to continue with after high school. And so just having that like passion for it is always going to make you better.
Awesome. Great advice. So, hey, are you guys going to be in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
We will.
Hey, we're going to be there too. I hope our paths cross often, especially in San Antonio. And then, hopefully we can make it to state in something. So, and hopefully it's state. But regardless, I hope our paths cross often. Now it's time for final words and parting thoughts. We're going to go once more around the room. When I call your name, give me your final words and parting thoughts as we conclude this interview. Let's start with Hunter.
Well, thank you for having us on this interview. It was really a great time. And I hope we can continue to get better as the year goes on. Hopefully win state and calculate our other events and just make a great run, have a great time while at it.
Awesome. Evan, final words, parting thoughts.
I never thought that I would have the opportunity to get an interview for doing competitive math. And since I started, I never thought that I would do the things that I would be able to do, and it's been an amazing ride.
Evan, guys like you deserve the spotlight. Who show academic excellence, man. That's what it's all about. Awesome. Chandler.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm just gonna say watch out for us this year and next year.
Ooh. Awesome. Good stuff. We'll be watching out for sure. And Brennen, final thoughts, parting words.
Well, let's just hope for another good season for everybody. I'm always excited for this time of year because it always gets hectic in a good way, where we have all these competitions all just in rapid succession over these next few months. And so I'm looking forward to how everything pans out for us and for the rest of the state as well. So good luck to everybody.
Awesome. Guys, gentlemen, I can't tell you what a pleasure it is for me to conduct this interview. You guys are awesome. You deserve the spotlight. I hope our paths cross many times. You all are a great example for other kids and other teams to strive towards. And I applaud your efforts, guys. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I really do look forward to our paths crossing.
Yes, sir. Thank you, too.
Take care, guys. Farewell.
Farewell.
All right.
Bye-bye. Wow, what an outstanding team. Brennen Ashley and the bunch, they're classy young gentlemen. I look forward to meeting them in future meets. They're going to be a a power to reckon with in Class 5A UIL Mathematics this year, and I wish them the best of luck. Thank you, gentlemen, for sharing your story with me. I wish you the best of luck. I hope our paths cross many times. Let me take a quick moment and ask that if you enjoy this content, that you please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, that you leave a comment below, and you smash that like button. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Let's spread this joy, let's spread this beauty to as many people as possible. I have plenty of wonderful things in store for this channel, and I truly appreciate your support. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas Math Mundo. Farewell, farewell.